Good morning. Welcome to this session 4, module 2 of strategic brand management. We will be looking at Kapferer brand identity model. Kapferer worked on branding and he propounded a Kapferer identity prism. This prism is in the shape of a hexagon, right? And he said, what are the various components that goes into establishing brand identity, right? So if you take this hexagon, you draw a line through the hexagon, right? One side of the hexagon is the external aspects. The left side of the line is the external aspects. The right side of the line is the internal aspects, right? So the external aspects, let's look what are the aspects that formulates the external aspects of a brand identity. The first one is the physical aspects. Physical aspects is the distinct color, the distinct music, the distinct endorser, any of these things. If you see in a rack where there are biscuits, you will be able to choose that particular biscuit which you want. Why? How? Because you know exactly how it is packed. Similarly, if you want to pick up a paste that you are used to, even without reading it, you will know that that is your product because of its packaging. The first one is the physical packaging. Even in identity of a human being, the first one people remember is the face, the hair, the eyes, the color, the height, right? So these are also the aspects for a brand. The next one is the relationship that the brand builds with its target audience. What kind of a relationship? Look at Fast Track. Whom they want to cultivate the relationship with the youth, right? What does Titan generally stand for? A general watch, but then Fast Track, definitely a different target group. Byju's, whom do they want to cultivate relationship with? The school going kids, right? So like that, each company has its very specific target audience whom they want to cultivate, whom they want to talk to, whom they want to belong to. Next aspect is the reflection, the brand prestige, okay, the consumer's idea of a brand, positioning of a brand, right? So look at the car called BMW. What is it? What does it reflect? What does it connect to the audience? It's a prestigious car, right? So if you look at what builds an identity, some of the products are positioned as value for money, some of them prestigious product, some of them as Indian products. Yeah, so there are many products which reflect, moment you want to think, oh, it's an Indian product. That I have seen these tiles ad which claims it's an Indian product. Okay, you're not buying a Chinese brand. So like this reflection, what it wants the consumers to remember. So these are the external aspects. Let us get to these internal aspects. Internal aspect is the personality. brand personality. Let us bring out the brand personality. If I say 3 soaps, okay, Mysore sandalwood soap, right? And so what is the personality? If you have to convert these Mysore sandalwood soap into a actor or actress, whom will you convert it to? Right? A very matured actor, right? Say a veteran who has been for a long time, correct? Amitabh Bachchan, Hema Malini, like that. Mysore sandalwood, that which is there for a long time, which has proved its worth, brand personality. Let us take another soap, Dove. What is the personality? Next door neighbor, a very friendly next door neighbor. That is the personality that it has. Right. The next aspect is brand culture. Every brand has a particular culture which is highlighted. Let us take Maruti. Maruti is an Indian car which was first launched, the first one, the launch during that time, there were no other competitors. And when they wanted to relaunch, they said, tell me one company where you go to Leh and Ladakh and then you find a person who would be servicing your car. See the culture. They talked about services. Okay. So like this, each product has a particular culture. If we were talking about Air India, the culture is to make you feel like a Maharaja. We give you the best service, personal care, right? So there is a particular culture that you want to exhibit. If you look at Kerala tourism, God's own country, look at that. What are they trying to say? It is not polluted. We have kept it the way it is. It is not westernized. So many things you can derive from this cultural positioning. And then self-image of a product. Okay, that which is hardworking. You see Duracell. What is the image? It keeps working on and on and on. Yeah. Moment you hear this, then you know it has a longer life. Okay, compared to the competitors. A self-image for the product, which is which can come out of its attributes or benefits, those aspects, right? So this is known as the brand identity prism. Okay, the prism is a hexagon, and the left side of the hexagon you have the external aspects, which is physical, relationship, and consumer reflection. And to your right side you have got the internal aspects, which is to do with the personality of a brand, the culture of the brand, and the self-image of a brand. And I will be giving you all a diagram of the prism, and I will be giving 1 or 2 examples of how this exercise is worked upon. I want you all to take a particular brand and do the same exercise. As I mentioned to you, this is your internalization. There are always 2 components in the lecture. One is knowing the theory, knowing the keywords, knowing the thought process. The other one is doing it ourselves and seeing what is the outcome, whether we are able to relate to these theory and concept. So we have done Kapferer, brand identity, prism, right? All these 6 aspects are symbiotic in nature. They synergize. Synergy, you understand, right? 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 is the synergy, right? So why did it become 5? Because that plus 1 is the synergizing factor. All of them have joined together and they are given output which is more than what otherwise it would have been. Okay, so this is your brand identity prism. all these aspects synergize with one another and give a identity that is very strong for the brand. Thank you very much.